Hi, my name is Alison and I'm here to show you how to crystallize your very own shoes. So I learnt through YouTube and I thought I would share my story to help others who might be wanting to crystallize their own shoes and how I went about it and what's involved. So to show you my shoes that I have crystallized, I've got one half of the shoe here and it's very Swarovski crystalled, and it's got, I think, probably around 6,000 Swarovski crystals, and again, they're not real gems, they're just off AliExpress. I ordered them online. You can get a whole bunch of different sizes and shapes, and you can just decide what you want to do. For 2 shoes, it probably takes around 10,000 or 11,000 crystals that you've got to order online. They're super cheap, they're like $6-7. And yeah, any of them you can find online on AliExpress or Alibaba. These shoes, I'll just give you a close-up. So if you can see here, these shoes are very high heels. I originally made them for my wedding day, and this was my prototype, a demo that I was going to do. As you can see, I've got a really clean line down here, and the rest are sprinkled in their pattern. And then for the ankle strap, a really clean line on the top and the bottom. I love, love, love them. They're the best project I've ever done. And you can see I've done, I think, 3 lines of tiny crystals there. I think an SS5 version, and then the rest are just scattered, sprinkled, you know, SS5 through to SS like 12 that I've done here, and you can see all different shapes and sizes. And then I've done 3 rows of the tiny ones. These are just nail crystals that I've ordered, and then I've done for the platform a line here, and then crystals sprinkled throughout in any order really, and then a line down the bottom to finish a clean look. This here, I noticed that a lot of ankle straps can be quite difficult, so I decided to get an ankle strap that had crystals that could fit through the buckle, and so that wouldn't be an issue. They're very firm, they don't come off. For glue, I've used E6000. It's a very common glue, apparently, according to all the crystal queens on YouTube who have taught me how to do it. Thank you, you rock. And I went through 1 tube for 1 shoe. So 1 tube, roughly 1 shoe. I'm a size 9.5, and I ordered these online because they are a nude palette, and they're called Fabulous. You can see there. I don't know the exact brand name, but I've also made sure that it's got a really nice soft non-slip mat on the bottom and a nice nude heel, so that it's not black. Some heels have a black color. What I'm going to show you is my how-to video. This was the original shoe. It's a very nude palette to start off with, almost like a pearl color, so that when you put your crystals on, they are really lovely and they sparkle, and they really are the highlight of the shoe. And yeah, I kind of, this is Lumina, and it's just a simple basic nude heel, and it's got a beautiful ankle strap. But you can see the difference here between both shoes. You know, that was the original, and this is the final crystal version. I'm actually, even though I did decide these were going to be my wedding shoes, I actually did decide that I might even wear them to a costume party as Cinderella, because they're just so beautiful and gorgeous, and they shine, absolutely sparkle and glisten, just like the real expensive designer styles that you'll see out there. And in fact, I actually think that this is even better because I've squeezed so many crystals in. There isn't a single gap in all of the shoe. If you want something done, you better do it yourself. Again, I really love the sprinkle method. I think that it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be amazing when I test them out at the costume party, but again, it doesn't matter how much you try to really like scratch them, it is very firm. And I'm going to show you my technique of how I crystallize and make my shoes like Cinderella shoes. So I hope that you enjoy this video, because it's how I learned how to make the perfect high heel. And it's going to be really quick and easy, and I'm going to really slow down the whole initial start of how you should try to gradually build your technique. And then of course I'm going to speed up the rest, and hopefully it wouldn't take me more than a month, because the costume party is around a month away, and I'd really like to have these finished by then. If you're looking for these exact high heels and you want to replicate this entire thing, I do think that these are now obsolete, and they are pretty much sold out internationally and around the world. So you may find it's hard to find this pearl color, but there are other types of high heels that I'm one day going to do in a crystal version. These, I believe, are called Lumina again, but this one's 32 instead of Lumina 45, and they don't have an ankle strap, which is kind of maybe a little bit easier for the girls who don't like an ankle strap. It's still got roughly the same high heel, so it's really comfortable with the platform there to walk in for more than 5-6 hours. It's got a bow, which is going to be really cute with the crystals. The only thing about this, and it is a bit old because I've worn these just out clubbing or out to dinners, dates, things like that, is that it does have the black along the edges, the black sole, and I wouldn't necessarily keep a black sole or tip on the heel. You can see it's a little worn out, so when I do take it to get resold, I will request what was done here, which is like a really nice matte non-slip and the nude color to match. I just think it looks really way more classy and polished, and as you can see, it's just, it flows better. I don't know if you can see, but it's not black, but it does look nude there, if you can see. So that's the high heel from there, that's the side, and that's how it looks in a light. It's just so sparkly. Yeah, so I do love my bling, if you hadn't noticed. I think I might actually end up selling these because I wanted to do maybe just a single line instead of a 3-line, because I just feel like it's a little bit more delicate, and as you can see, I've done 3 lines along the edging. I just think it looks cleaner with just a single SS5 style crystal instead of the 3 rows there in a single formation. But you know, you live and learn, and I've got the opportunity to do these again whenever I want. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But this was definitely the first time I'd ever done them, and it's a prototype. I'll just show you the buckle here as well for those who might be concerned around the buckle not coming off. It is a bit stiff, obviously, but you can see there that the buckle came off really simply. It went through just fine. It's got a gap there for the holes. I've left like a really nice hole there. You want to check out what hole you like, but I just think a lot of the designer shoes actually stop putting crystals along there, and I just think it just looks weird and tacky, and you're better off just having the whole high heel as a crystal, even the ankle strap with the buckle, and just choose smaller, slightly smaller stones for that particular area where you put the buckle in. And yeah, I guess I'll just, you know, show people that it's a bit stiff, but it's pretty easy to slide through. And there you have it. So it comes in and out there, and there's the buckle. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to take you through my technique, and I hope that you enjoy. It was really lovely giving an intro, and sorry for my ums, I'm not much of a YouTuber, but I just thought this is really useful, and for any other girl out there that wants to save some money and learn how to make a beautiful designer shoe in your own house, and as a little bit of a hobby, I think it's really fun and gorgeous and kind of a nice cute little thing. If you ever want to make one for your friends or anything, yeah, it's really sentimental and joyful when you actually do wear your shoes for your special day, or for that night, that date night, or when you're going out clubbing. It means something to you because you've spent the time and the energy, and it's been joyful, and you can get lost in the flow of doing something that you love, and seeing the finished product is so much fun. Anyway, all right, well, here we go. I'll now have to change the angle so that you can watch me and how I actually I crystallize the shoes. Okay, so I hope that this is like the best angle to show you my technique. Again, I am not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I'll just go through some key things that you will definitely need. So for the edging, you can see here, if I could just get that close, it's SS4, and it's 1,440 pack or pieces. And so you can see it there, and we've got a whole bunch of like colors there. Again, I bought four of these, maybe even more for this particular one shoe. 4 of these 1,400 pack. So I'll just put that there. The second thing you might need is a little tray. So I've just got a basic Tupperware tray. Obviously you'll need some scissors to cut the bag open. The other thing that I use is a little thumb pin, sorry, not a thumb pin, a needle. I've gone for a thicker needle so that I can spread the glue around, but if you don't have one of those, you can always use one of these, a beautiful safety pin. The other thing that you will definitely need is your shoe and your E6000 glue. So this is the best glue. It's really good if you can get one that has a little kind of funnel there, little thing so you can spread the glue around even more. You may also need something that you can wipe excess glue off onto. So I just got like whatever's lying around. And you will finally need blue tack, and I will show you what the blue tack is for, but it's purely to pick up the stones and then put onto the shoe. So before I get started, I'm just going to make my little blue tack picker-upper, I guess you could say. I just make it into a tiny little, almost like a little edge there, a little point of the blue tack, so I can put my fingers there, and then I have a little edge. And I'm just going to demonstrate. You want to be able to pick it up on the crystal side, and you can plop that onto the shoe like so, but I haven't put any glue on that, but that's kind of ideally what we want to be doing, because you can see I did try the technique with the white eyeliner, but I felt like that actually damaged the crystals. Oh, there it goes. And it actually made it white, so the excess eyeliner from the white eyeliner was actually one of those things. Yeah, sorry, that was my partner. He was saying goodbye, taking our doggy for a walk. So yeah, you can just, again, make it as pointed as you like, depending on the size of the crystal that you would like to pick up. And yeah, it should be pretty straightforward when you put it back on there. So let's get started. I'm just gonna try to shake away all the excess glue. And I'm just going to cut open the pack, the first 1,440 pieces SS4. I thought it was a SS5, but it turns out it was an actual SS4. These are crystals, again, that you can get off AliExpress or Alibaba. I will put the link into the YouTube video, so if you like this color, you can use the same color. But really, I'm just going to get the excess glue off here, sorry. But really, and you can see that this has got a nice little point, if you can see that there, a nice point to be able to spread the glue. It's just nice, not sharp, but just nice and pointed. And you can see here I've got all my crystals ready to go. I like to spread them out so it's mostly the crystal side up on the Tupperware container. And we're about to get started. You might want to clean the shoe so it's all wiped down. I've already cleaned the shoe thoroughly. It's gorgeous, as you can see. What I'm going to do is, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to start at the top here to give you an idea. Again, this is the original, so that's what we're aiming for. If I pop that there so you can see them together. I'm just going to get a drink, and I'm just going to kind of get started. So I'll put the finished one over there, and I'll just show you how I do it. So I only put a tiny bit of glue over there, and I kind of wipe it down. I put that excess there, and I just kind of make sure that it's totally nice and spread. Doesn't matter if you mess it up, it's all good. Just make sure it's wiped and it's got good coverage there. And if you can see that, then I get my blue tack there, and I pick up my first stone. Again, it dries super quick, so you want to really make sure that you make these really nice and tight, and you just start from there. And I'm doing a line or 3 lines to start off with. Again, sometimes it will work, sometimes it will stick to the blue tack. In this case, it's stuck to the blue tack, so I'll just try to get it off with my fingernail. Try again. You don't want to press too firmly, otherwise it won't stick to the glue. So we want to make sure that it is as tight as possible for what we're trying to do here. Again, it can get stuck to the blue tack, and in this case it has, so I'm just going to wipe that off and we'll keep going. Oh, and this one's going to be a bit funny. As you can see, it's just curved up the wrong way, so I just try to redo it the other way. Again, it's okay if you mess up. You can always add more glue. I just want to make it, yeah. All right, so it's already dried, so I'm just going to add a little bit more glue, and it's kind of coming off a bit, if you can see. So you want to wipe that down. Just put some more glue along there, so it's all kind of ready to go. Maybe some more there. Just spread it around. You don't want it too tacky. And that should be okay. I'm just gonna press it in there so it's nice and firm. Just over the stitching, ever so gently, picking it up from the tray, making it nice and clean. Crystal side up, and then I'm only doing 2 layers at the moment, but I'm making sure that they're nice and parallel to each other.
I